Okay, on with the inside of this pack here. Cup for boiling. A couple big rubber bands. Can't go wrong with that. Looks like a Venom Energy can flattened out and made to be a lid. Very useful idea. Inner tube for drinking or many uses for that. Let's see if I can find a good use for it when I get to my stop for the night. A little pouch here, tent stake bag, has some clear plastic Ziploc bags. Paracord, some more string, and some dental floss. Love the haversack, by the way. That'll come in handy since I wasn't allowed to bring a pack. Wet wipes. Good hygiene, it's always a good idea. Zip tie. There's several zip ties in here. A couple of spoons. I'll use that for eating my mystery meat. And a candle. So a second candling device. In this pouch, we've got, I've seen this in your videos, George. I've got my hopes set pretty high right now as to what's in this puppy. A roll of duct tape. And an emergency blanket. Alright, fingers crossed. Yes, indeed. We have Surefire. We have a ferrocerium rod that George himself put a little handle on, and a striker. So, affecting fire will not be an issue. Let's get this puppy put back together. Don't want to lose the ferro rod. One of the most important things I have out here with me tonight, is it's going to be very cold. I keep looking over my shoulder because I'm right on the trailhead. Anybody walking up on me thinking, what's that weirdo doing? Or coming by and taking my supplies, since we are in an apocalyptic situation at this point. Apocalyptic. Getting nervous now. I'll be looking over my shoulder for zombies the whole rest of the way. Alright, well, I'm going to cut this camera off. Get my gear ready to go. I'll see you all again when I get to camp. I'm back. Made it to camp. Really pleasant surprise when I got here. It's not going to be anywhere near as bad as George had it, but I'm going to still try to do some things to make it a little more fair for what George had to go through, and try to utilize everything that was given to me. So let me show you around and we'll take it from there. So I came in on this trail here, probably a good 2.5 mile hike through a shared trail that is a bridle trail. So it was pretty sloppy, lots of mud, muck, junk. Over here, there's our fire pit, already established. You can tell this place is very well camped. Down, if I continue on the trail a little further, we've got a flowing stream, so water source is literally steps away from camp. The biggest surprise was that when I got here, I stayed here a couple years back and completely forgot all about this, but there was a small building at the place I stayed at last time, which was campsite 2, backcountry site, and I don't think we slept in it. I went out with a buddy that time. I think we ended up sleeping in our tent still, so I may turn that into home tonight if it gets too rough, but I'm going to try to build shelter using the plastic that was given to me and so on and so forth. Yeah, somebody even hauled down the back seat of a minivan, it looks like. So, you know, if nothing else, I have a bed. I'm going to cut this off for a second, lay out some stuff that I picked up all along my hike. Possum mentality. If you see something, pick it up. There were several things that I just passed on. One was a ceramic bowl, obviously from somebody's kitchen. I hauled enough stuff without needing to haul anything else, especially that much weight. You know, might be maybe a pound, if that, but George said that the package he sent me was 17 pounds plus my bedroll, easily another couple, 3-4 pounds there. You know, I don't know, I didn't weigh all my stuff, so let me get some stuff laid out and I'll get back with you. Okay, like George instructed me to do, I used some possum mentality. Mainly gathered things I knew I would need for fire. To me, that's one of the most important things that you can have when you're out in the wilderness. Without fire, food, you can't cook food, you can't boil water. You know, you guys know all that stuff. So what I picked up was bark. Just good dry off a dead tree. Some pencil lead thin dry twigs. You know, again, didn't know what I was walking into, so when I found them, I went ahead and grabbed a handful of them. Probably should have grabbed 2 or 3 more handfuls that size, but again, I was already carrying enough weight, I thought. So pile of dead grass, which, looking around, I've got plenty of that around me as well. For my bird nest, I can make a much larger bird nest than what I've got for this. And finally, some milkweed fluff. I grabbed as much as I thought I would need, and then I took double that. So it goes up in a flash, so the more you have, the better your chances of being able to get a good light on your bird nest. So that's that. On to the next.